Blue September. Do you know what it is? If you don't, you are going to, and for your own sake, you need to take this in. And if you don't want to listen to me, a warning, Buck Shelford is here, and he's on the case. We're going to hear from him shortly. Blue September is to make us think about prostate cancer. It's the most common cancer for men, and it can be caught before it's fatal. One of the checks, of course, is called a digital rectal examination, and that's part of the problem for men, as Matt Chisholm's discovered.
I had a finger up the bum one, so, you know, lovely.
The sooner you get on with it, the sooner you can stop it.
Have you ever had a prostate check?
Yes, I have, yeah.
How was it?
It was interesting. Do you want a demonstration?
It was a different experience. Finger up the bum was always interesting. I asked you why is it important to do this. The first thing you did was you looked at your wife.
Well, that helps, doesn't it? Yeah.
Have you ever had a prostate check?
No,
Why not?
too busy.
Just haven't got round to it yet, but I will.
Only take a minute.
Yeah, well, still got to pay for the doc, don't you?
Have you ever had a prostate check?
No.
That might be the best 45 bucks you've ever spent.
Maybe.
I get one every time I go to the doctor's. After eat, you get a blood test every 3 months.
You don't see it as a sign of weakness going to the doctor, do you?
Oh, it's a waste of time unless you're sick, mate.
You've got a responsibility to yourself and your loved ones to, to get a test.
You got to look after the body, mate. You only get one.
It's not gay to get it checked out, you know, it's not soft.
You can get cancer, or, you know, a lot of my friends have died in the last 5-10 years.
Don't you think, sir, that 500 men dying of prostate cancer every year in New Zealand, a simple blood test or a little finger up the bottom's a small price to pay for a bit of peace of mind?
Well, exactly. I mean, a lot of people don't do it, eh? Yeah, I'm one of them.
Just to be after the blood test.
Easy as.
Yeah. Go and get one.
Long time dead.
Yeah, long time did. You did right, couple, like your style.
Yeah, you are a long time dead. In the studio with me now, Keith Beck, the CEO of the Prostate Cancer Foundation, and all-black great Buck Shelford, who's an ambassador for the Blue September campaign. Keith, so Blue September, it is just all about prostate, is it?
No, both prostate and testicular. Prostate Cancer Foundation looks at both testicular and prostate cancer.
So you get the two things you're uncomfortable talking about and put them together, do you?
Well, they're both male sexual cancers, so we focus on both of them.
I was talking to Matt when he went out there talking to those guys. He said it was about 50-50, those who had done a test or those who were willing to do it. Despite all the publicity, is there still reluctance, Keith, for men to get into this?
Most men associate the prostate cancer check with the DRE, or the digital rectal examination. And,
have you had one?
Yes.
And you've had one, Buck?
I've been done. I did get done every year.
Yeah?
Which is pretty good.
So that's the problem, because it's the association.
Yeah, it's an association. But, you know, there is the blood test. And if you can't hack the finger, go for the blood test.
Because, Buck, I know that your message seems to be stop being so staunch, isn't it? Get over yourselves.
Well, I think that's a big part of it. Men are very staunch, and a lot of them don't like going to the doctor.
It's your fault, though, because you were the original hard man.
Yeah, but still, I actually went to the doctor all the time. Doesn't stop me from going to the doctor. I was staunch in what I'd done as a rugby player, yes. And, you know, being hard is what you have to be when you're a rugby player. But when it comes to looking after your body yourself, you've got to look after yourself.
When you're telling these big, tough blokes, hey, I've done it, get over yourselves, get down and do it, how do they react? Do they take a bit of convincing?
They do, actually, because they think it's like, they all think, oh, it's a waste of money. You know, it's not going to happen to me. And so but the thing is, it creeps up on you and bites you in the backside big time. And then, you know, if you get it too late, it could be the last time. You know?
And of course, it can be treated adequately. Look, one of the things is we go on about the digital rectal examination. Yeah. The other thing is the PSA test, Keith, which is a blood test. But isn't there controversy over that? Some scientists or doctors saying it's not as great as you think it is.
Yeah, the debate rages on over the last few years. And to put it simply, how I see it is, and I'm non-medical, but before the PSA test, guys would turn up to their doctor with symptoms of prostate cancer, and because there was no test, the doctor would say to them, look, I'm sorry, it's outside the prostate. We can't do much about it. Nowadays, you can get it before it's outside the prostate using the PSA test. He can watch it. He doesn't have to operate right now. He can actually watch it for years. And if there's two
it's an indicator.
There's two sorts of cancers. Yeah. There's the prostate cancers. There's the aggressive and the non-aggressive. And if you've got non-aggressive, you'll die with it.
Okay, we're going to go, Buck, I'm going to leave the last word to you. There we go. Camera one over here. You eyeball those guys down there and tell them what they should be doing.
To say to all the guys out there, if you haven't been in to get checked, Blue September is the month for prostate cancer awareness. So let's get out there and go and get checked and make it happen. Don't be staunch and say, I'm not going to do it. Get out there and make it happen.
Good on you. And if you don't get out and make it happen, Buck is going to be on your case.